Hey, we're live, huh?
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
and my
so.
computer decides to do an antivirus check right now.
Uh-oh. Isn't that how it always goes?
Let me shut that down.
I still get like those I don't know, like Flash or something. Some sort of like obsolete thing will pop up. Adobe. I'm not saying Adobe's obsolete. I don't really know if it is or not, but it still pops up. I'm like, okay, update. And I click update and then it won't update. So I'm like, then why were you messing with me? Like, leave me alone then. Go away. I don't know what to do to make it stop. So
I know from experience, don't mess with Chris Roberts over computer stuff. You're not going to get very far.
no. Just leave me alone. I'm not messing with it. All right, let's see what this looks like.
Welcome to the show. This is where we watch Chris Roberts load his VCR. Always
Yeah.
part right here.
Well, this is a tape I got today, and let's see what pops up. Hopefully, there's no boobs.
No boobs.
Fingers crossed, there's no boobs. Oh, this is the last episode of MASH. Never mind.
Hey, Duke. We got Duke in the chat. Good to see you, Duke. Duke had some high celebrity company visit him today. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'm kind of bummed out, man. I'm like, that should have been me.
That should have been me.
No.
Yeah, I'm way better a friend of Duke's than Chris Roberts is.
How so?
Oh, well, come on. We go back years in the war together. We're in the trenches.
All right, fair enough. He didn't do a podcast with you, though, so
no.
There's that. I mean, if you want to be honest about it. Anyway, so yeah, as we were talking before we came on, I found me a new chair today, so I'm happy about it. Or I guess I'll find out if I'm happy about it. Went yard sailing, got a whole bunch of tapes. So that was cool. And later on in the day, I had stopped at a different yard sale. And the first thing I noticed when I walked up was this big picture of Jesus. So I think that's got to be a sign, right? It really wasn't. I mean, it was just a picture. But there was a big hospital gurney there, and that kind of caught my attention. I was like, that's weird. And I turned around, and to behind me was one of those old doctor stools, you know, the kind that you can spin around.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Am I interrupting you, Bill?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I love them. Yeah. Is it on rollers or is it the 4 prongs? Okay.
Look, it's a roller.
Okay.
I can roll and I can spin. My other chair that I use, I like the aesthetic. It looks awesome, but it's like an old diner chair, you know, it's red. It's old too. It's something like from the 60s or something, but the cushion's shot. And when I'm done recording with you, my ass hurts. You know what I mean?
It happens to a lot of folks.
Isolate that, right? But so I'm trying this. I figure if it's good enough for a doctor, why wouldn't it be good enough for me?
Hey, those are great for musicians. Love them for playing guitar on, or drums, or piano, and they're also great if you have a VR setup. Because when you're sitting in VR and you got the goggles on, it's really cool if you can just swivel around instead of like walking around. You can just swivel on a chair.
I like everything you're saying, so it sounds like I did good. Hey, are there boobs in Tremors?
Oh, in what?
Tremors. Are there boobs?
Tremors? Oh,
yeah.
Look at this guy.
But I mean, seriously, because I'll put it on if there's not. I haven't seen it in years. No boobs?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to... Okay.
Good. You know what? I have a box at the post office with Tremors in it for you. I'm going to go there tomorrow and head that off at the curb.
Well, I'd rather have that one because that one's the vintage one. But check this out. This came in a special edition 2-pack. So Tremors and Tremors 2. So I already have Tremors 2. So I will probably either swap out the better one if the other one's better, or I'll just leave it as is and get rid of the other one. Look at that. 2 movies, 1 great price or low price.
I've never seen that set.
I haven't either. Found this today, so that was in it. But so story time. The first yard sale we went to, hey Mother Brain, was kind of like a yard sale / estate sale. So when we pulled up, we went to the wrong house across the street, and I was like, this ain't it. So I looked behind. I was like, it's got to be the one over there. So we went back over there. It was a nice guy. Name was Sonny, super talkative. I mean, I know everything about Sonny. And I'll give you a couple of tidbits about Sonny, a couple of just little snippets.
Mm-hmm.
He's been divorced. Him and his current girlfriend were separated for 4 months. I don't know why I needed to know that. She's Hispanic. Her daughter lives in the garage, doesn't listen. Spoiled brat. I didn't need to know any of this. His ex-wife was a stripper and she's a drug addict, and they have custody battles, and he raised her other kid since a baby. She won't let him see that kid no more, even though he raised it for 10 years. Do you want me to keep going? You know what I mean? I'm just like, I just want some movies, man. But okay, you know, you do you, Sonny. But at some point, I finally, said, "Hey, Sonny, you got any VHS?" He said, "No." But my dad, who lives across the street, the house that we originally went to, he has like 1,000. I was like, 1,000, you say?
1,000?
1,000. Wasn't quite 1,000, but he did have a lot. And Sonny delivered. He gave me his dad's numbers. He actually called his dad on the spot. Dad wasn't up yet. So I said, tell you what, Sonny, I'm going to run to the swap meet. Here's my number. If you want to call me before then, cool. If not, I'll call back or whatever. He goes, yeah. If he gets up, I'll tell him what's up. So, okay, all right. Go to the swap meet. Found some cool stuff. No tapes, but I did find some really cool stuff. But we'll show that on another show we do. What show is that called, Bill?
The Collectors.
Yes, the Collectors. We're doing that. When's our next episode?
Wednesday.
Yeah, see? Here you go. Plugs.
See?
Cheap plugs.
2 answers right.
Right. All right. So we're going to be I'll show some of that stuff then. But got some cool stuff at swap meet. Gave Sonny's father, which is Larry Sr. That's why his name was Sonny, because that was an alternative to Junior back in the day. I don't know if you know that. Some people were Junior. Some people were Sonny.
I'm a junior.
My son's a junior. I never even thought to call him Sonny. My uncle's name was Sonny. I had an uncle named Sonny. I didn't even know. I always thought his name was actually Sonny. I never knew this. And then when he died, they were like William or whatever his name was. Oh, who the fuck is William? I thought we were at Sonny's funeral. So I didn't know. I was a kid. I was like, who the hell's William? Anyways, so Sonny, I didn't know. How the hell would I know?
Sonny.
Right. Anyway, so called Larry. Larry said, come on over. All right. Got there. Went to Larry's garage. Okay. He had tapes. He had lots of tapes. He wanted me to take all the tapes, but it would have been too many. And I decided to cherry pick, and he was okay with that. So I filled up a box and I said, how about $20, Larry? He said, that's fine. I gave him $20. I probably could have got it for 10. He was saying the whole time he was just going to throw them out. But you know why you pay them, Bill?
Why
in that moment, instead of just trying to get them for free, you know why you pay?
Why you pay?
Because he might have more stuff, Bill. And he has friends. You understand? It's called paying the price of admission. Yeah. So you pay, and later on down the line, right, I might have, or not. But either way, I'm totally happy with what I bought. You want to see, so you saw one of the things, Tremors, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll show you a couple of the cool ones, and then we can get into the show. So you know how the sealed market's all the rage now, right? I won't show you the top of the top here, but so I found me a sealed Death Wish 3, which will probably go for about $20.
Wow.
Not big money, but it paid for the lot, right?
And you're going to list it for that, or you're going to list it for $49.99, which you might do?
I might go $19.99 at an auction, and then hopefully it goes up. If not, I'll just be happy with what I got. Because I did some comparisons. Nothing really sold higher than that, but we'll see. It might be my phone, but you can't. Oh, no. You better read. Yeah, it was you. Hey, Shan. So, yeah, I got the Charles Bronson. That was one of the first tapes I saw. So I thought, okay, I'm pretty much even. I figured if I was going to, in my mind, I knew I was going to offer him $20 no matter what. Since Curtis, I don't know if Curtis is in right now, but he's a big fan of this fool, Ernest.
He is.
Yeah. So this is actually a comedy special.
That's a cool looking cover, though.
Yeah, this is a kind of a rare tape. I would say it's worth a lot, probably about $20. But So it's some sort of comedy special going over Ernest's greatest hits. I don't know if any of the Sprite commercials are in it, but you know, we'll see, I guess. But
You'll
this is
charge
early.
Curtis 40 for that?
Well, man, no, 60.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
Higher than that. Let's go over here. You can still see some of the dust on this one. Look at this. This is vintage dust right here. That dust is from 1990. Look at that.
What's it
He
taste
said
like?
that, I don't want to know.
Tastes like Pam Anderson.
Maybe. But is that's not his love interest in this, is it? No.
No.
Okay. Anyway, just a cool man. You ever watch the Cobra?
Of course.
Yeah, you got to, man. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to mute you for the next 20 minutes if you haven't seen Cobra.
Like, is my name Duke? Come on.
You're right. Have you seen Cobra, Duke? If not, maybe I'll send this to you. Got a little fire starter here. I remember as a kid kind of being disappointed in this movie. You ever seen Firestarter?
Yeah, of course. Loved it. Loved the book. Loved the book.
Yeah. See, I was a fan of her because I was about that age when this movie came out.
Me too.
And I knew her from
younger,
E.T. Yeah. Well, please. All right. And then
no, but let's not gloss over it. That movie, you know, George C. Scott's in it. Of course, Drew Barrymore is.
Drew Barrymore, yeah, that's the big. Who else is in it? There's a couple other names in this movie.
Yeah, Martin Sheen.
Yep, Martin Sheen.
It's really good.
Everybody knows Freddie Jones, right? No, Art Carney. Art Carney.
Yeah,
Art Carney's in this.
That's right. He's like the helpful old stranger that helps him out on the road.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
I loved it.
Yeah, I think I already have this, but
I don't have it.
Double pile. Well, maybe we'll figure something out if you need it, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the last of the initial round. How about a little Army of Darkness action? What do you think of that?
Beauty.
Yeah, this is the one Duke hasn't seen, right? You haven't seen Army of Darkness, right, Duke?
Oh man,
look at that. That's a nice cover too. Look at that cover. Tell me that's not just like a badass cover.
It's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that really is the one, huh? But anyway, so there you go. So Larry was cool, man. We moseyed on over to another town and got a few other things, but all the tapes came from Larry. I did get some TV recordings. Let me show them real quick. I don't think I popped that one in right now. That was MASH. Looks like he dubbed them, so probably not what I'm looking for. But look at these covers, man. Like these tape cases. These look like like the beta, like the things that you slide in your big machines, don't they?
Yeah, that looks like a broadcast beta tape cover.
Yeah, look at that. And it's got these little buttons here that you push to open the lid. So this one right here is the Labyrinth, Big Trouble in Little China, and Short Circuit. I'm assuming these are all dubbed by just how many's on there. You wouldn't be able to fit that many if you had commercials. So I didn't really care, but I liked these boxes and I wanted the boxes. So if these tapes turn out to be duds, you know, they'll just go into the whatever pile. But that's pretty cool, man. I like these cases. So
does that fit the VHS perfectly, or was that box made for another format?
No. It's meant for the VHS. Look, you slap that in there and then you close it.
Yeah,
these are
cool.
Like
that's broadcast quality, but for VHS, I've never seen that.
Right, I've never seen it either. I don't know if these were sold retail as a way, like to mimic it, or if this was something that made it out of a TV studio. Like maybe these were recorded at the station. I really don't know. You know, like one of the employees dubbed it off or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Not that they would do that because that's illegal.
They would not.
They could get in trouble. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe one of the unscrupulous ones.
I love these spam text messages. Apparently, Netflix just text messaged me that my account has been shut down and I need to follow this link to get it back on track.
You're not going to do that, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it immediately.
Immediately. Don't make sure you give them your social security number.
Oh my God. Love it.
So what's been going on? Anything new?
Nothing new. no fresh pickups because I had that huge amount from a couple weeks ago, like we did last week. I had 2 bags worth, so we still got a bag to go through over here.
Well, your turn. Let's see what you got.
Well, I guess I'm directing the show at the same time.
Hold on, man. I have to plug in. I got a notification that my phone was about to die.
You got the Netflix thing too?
Yeah, they said, hey, Bill's Netflix has been hacked. Give us your social security number.
Oh.
Oops. Ooh.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. This is the VHS Collection. If we haven't mentioned it before, my name is Bill. With me, as always, is Chris Roberts, CWR2. He is the tape head extraordinaire, analog master. He has got all the experience and all the knowledge, so we throw it in for any VHS tape talk.
And don't sell yourself short, Bill. You have a lot of experience and knowledge as well. You've went to college for this stuff. I am a mere amateur. Okay, I've never been paid for any of this. You are the professional.
Well, the difference is I deny my collection. I do not have a VHS.
Well,
collection.
You're not a you're a BS collector. Come on.
I don't know if you can see it in behind me, but I got those Napa Valley racks mounted
yeah,
on the wall.
You're gonna have to adjust your camera up if you want to show it. I can see the bottom of it, but go ahead if you could rotate. Those look magnificent. I love it. I am so jealous of that. Kevin, if you're watching, I hate you. You should not have gave it to Bill. He does not deserve such good things. Okay,
Still,
Bill does
unbelievable
not.
He found those, or Sarah found them.
I've never seen them. I'm not lying. I have never seen. I knew. I wasn't surprised that they existed. I just never thought they would because of just the sheer weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't think that they would do that. That just seems like that would be something that's too heavy for a wall. But I mean, there they are.
Yeah, it's okay. It's still it
looks great. It looks great, and I hate you. I would rather that be over here in my home. So just so you know, like, you're not worthy of that. You didn't even want VHS.
I know, but this gives me a little bit extra storage space. So I got the storage space in the garage.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And then really these. Good. So
yeah, the garage will be your fallback, right? The top of the top's going on those shelves, correct?
That would take moving around. Maybe we'll see.
You have to do that. What are you talking about?
You mean climate controlled or out in the winter?
Yes.
In the garage.
And take out the good stuff, because for one thing, don't leave it in that garage. I mean, if it's cold, it might get moldy. Get it out of there.
It's just VHS. Anyways.
Yeah, and welcome to the VHS show.
I put up a header board back there, and then I mounted. They already came pre-drilled with just 2 screw holes in the back. So I went, well, they designed this.
They did. That's how they all come.
I went and I got big jumbo nipple washers, and some screws, and that's how I attached them to the header board. Just 2 screws per rack,
right?
And the one is almost full, and it's still on there. So I guess it works.
Yeah, it does. I have mine full of cassettes because I have the cassette variety, and they're fine. They will get a little sag over time. I've noticed. I mean, these aren't brand new. I do actually have one that I do think is brand new. I haven't filled it up yet. I was thinking about swapping it out with one of these, but they might sag over time, but who cares? I mean, it's kind of part of the aesthetic.
And as part of the fun of today's episode, of course, if you can, Chris Roberts spoiled his TV, but if you can name what's on my 2 TVs here, Chris Roberts will send you something really special.
You're right. I'll send you a sticker.
You'll get a sticker. And I don't just say it's Conan. You got to name
which one,
what Conan. It's very special episodes. What we're seeing right here. So I'm going through this bag of tapes I got. I was at a Salvation Army where the VHS tape price is still at a staggering $5 for $1. So
that's fantastic.
That's where you just shuffle them in. You're not looking at how good it is or looking them up. You're just taking everything. We can look it up on this show, which is what we do.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see it.
Now, I love this show back in the day, even though I might have been too old for it. I don't know, but
doesn't matter. It was a fantastic version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, 90s.
And that's the Venom Saga. So you probably got what, 2 to 3 episodes on that?
Let me do the direct.
I'm sorry, I'm doing it. I was about to do it. My bad. I'm sorry.
So, right, it's the Venom Saga based on the 90s cartoon, which is weird because it says based on the 90s cartoon, but it is totally what I watched on TV. So I don't know why they got this based.
Well, I'm not sure about why the based is. That probably the exact episodes, but they're trying to make it into a mini movie. Right?
Okay, yeah. So they put them together. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They probably mashed them together to make it a movie based on the series, but they just took the episodes that all connected and made it one movie. That's pretty awesome, though, dude. I've never seen that. Hold on a second, Bill. Duke's got a guess. Is it the Conan episode where he rubs his nipples?
He's not close enough. He needs to be more specific.
Yeah, be more specific. Sorry,
more
Duke.
specific.
Very close, but keep trying, buddy.
So this must have been a rental too. Please rewind on there.
Yeah, I would guess that's probably a Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, maybe. I don't know if you guys had those up there. I know you had Blockbuster, but I don't know about. Did you have Hollywood Video?
I don't think so. We had Jumbo. Anyways, there was a few of these. I just grabbed this, of course, because it's the Venom Saga, and this one was there. Mutant Agenda. Special bonus.
That has 2 episodes of the Iron Man series, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it, man. That's some good stuff. I definitely would have grabbed those for sure.
Think they're worth anything?
I don't know, man. That Venom one, if I was going to say one out of the 2, I would lean towards that Venom one because I'd pay $10 for it.
Hey, that's 100 minutes right here. 100 minutes. They counted them.
I'm telling you, man, that's not bad.
They were serious. We got to count the minutes. The funny thing about that show back in the day, they were under so many rules and regulations. Like there was no Spider-Man couldn't like punch anyone. They had to come up with ways for him to defeat his enemies, like by hitting them with webs or using, a filing cabinet or something. But there was not to be any violence, any hand on face violence. Very strange. All right, I'm just going to grab a handful.
Let's see it. Just so you know, I'm looking down, but I'm sharing the episode on. I forgot to share it on Instagram, and I know that pisses you off. So,
well, you're the big Instagram star, amongst other things. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we need to talk about the other thing.
I do love my Dudley Moore, and I thought this movie was great when I saw it as a kid. Arthur. And it is an exceptional movie. Like, Academy Award nominated for a comedy. It's tough to get comedies nominated, but this is how you do it. Liza Minnelli. Plain old label there on the inside.
Yeah. I don't remember liking the Arthur movies. Maybe that was just a little bit before my time. But I remember as like, I don't know, a teenager trying to give him a watch on like HBO or something. And I just really didn't like Dudley Moore.
I love Dudley Moore. I think Sir John Gielgud, he might have won the Academy Award for this one. Duke's
I'm not, but I heard that the sequel was actually not that good. What did you think about that?
I can't even remember the sequel. See ya.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. It was very forgettable, kind of a rehash of everything kind of deal.
How about the great Michael Paré?
I have never heard about that. What is that? That's that's some sort of sci-fi, I guess. I've never heard of that movie. The Cusp?
The Cusp. 2051. That's not far away. We'll get to see if the cusp happens.
Right. I hope. I hope.
You recognize Michael Paré at all?
No.
No, he was like one of the main students in The Greatest American Hero. He was one of the main students. He's appeared in a lot of Canadian television too. He might be Canadian. I'm not sure. He
looks terrible. That movie looks completely garbage.
He's low budget, like Charlie Sheen kind of thing.
Well,
The Cusp.
I don't know about Charlie Sheen, but that's a weak comparison.
Well,
Charlie Sheen actually made some hits.
I said low budge. He's low budge.
Well, he does take anything, especially the middle-aged Charlie Sheen took anything he can get his hands on.
Yeah. Yeah, the cusp. What is the... Yeah, I think that's a Canadian label on there too. Yeah, this is a... It's got TMN on here, so that was made by the Canadian... the movie network. That was
that wasn't the Mounted Police?
No, TMN. The movie network. That was Canadian. And
the Canadian Moose Nationalists or something? No. Oh, okay. So that's got to be something about Mary, right? Is that not? Spartan Farm. That's what's her face, isn't it? Chasing Amy. That's not even the girl I thought it was.
No,
I thought that was Cameron Diaz for a minute. That's not. That's Chasing Amy. I've never seen Chasing Amy.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big what's his face fan.
Kevin Smith.
I don't like Kevin Smith's movies.
That was Joey Lauren. What's her name? Joey Lauren Adams. That was his girlfriend at the time. He had to direct her making it with Ben and all that.
He probably should have hung on to her. Have you seen him now? He lost weight and he looks horrible.
Yeah, I guess he's healthier, but...
Well, I'm glad he's healthier. He had a heart attack. The man needed to do what he had to do for his health, and I'm not trying to begrudge him that, but he looks horrible.
Come on, Duke.
Looks weird.
Duke is so rough on these guys.
Duke is... Me and Duke are right here. Right, buddy?
This movie is fine up until the back end of it, where they're trying to sew everything up. It just goes on and on.
Apart.
Yeah, he didn't know. You can tell he just didn't know how to sew it all together at the end. And there was like a dialogue scene that lasted like 40 minutes, it seemed. But up until then, it's still a fun movie and kind of sexy. It's good. You know, I like my Clint Eastwood stuff. I might already have this out in the garage because
you have to have the hot. You do. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, but again, cool cover. Got the full. We had an argument about TikTok. Should you go full screen or
no?
Like a full screen TikTok.
You have to show it all.
That's full screen TikTok format.
The reason you got to show it all, Bill. Let's get into it, Bill. You put up a great old school viral video and you cut off the funniest part, Bill.
No, we all know that part. I thought I'd show how different it can be if you see the other side of things.
It would have been better showing the lady laughing and hearing somebody scream to the side.
You're right. You're right. We can go back and redo that. It's okay. And there was a ton of music stuff at this Salvation Army. I showed some last week. Here's another one: Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Another music VHS here.
You a big Stevie Ray Vaughan guy?
You know, I appreciate him, but I don't think I own any of his stuff. But
I could not tell you one thing. I know, I hear that. I could not tell you one Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I'm looking at the words on there, and I still can't. I don't know any of that.
From the 80s.
I don't know any of it. I'm not trying to put the guy down. I'm sure he's a legend, or he is a legend, but I'm sure he's good, absolutely. But I don't know. No disputing his legendness, but
anyways, you never know. Might be some good stuff on there. Get that up on the old YouTubes.
Heck yeah.
Let me do
absolutely. And bravo to you for cracking 400,000 on your Bob Dylan video. I'm telling you, that's tremendous.
No, thank you. I know
if you guys have not seen his Bob Dylan 60 Minutes interview, you got to go over to the mothership STC Pod channel or Start to Continue channel. I forget how it's worded. Start to Continue.
Yeah. Start to Continue.
Yes, you have to go to that, and for sure that is a great video, and he's gotten so many views on it. It's got everybody jealous. All the Bob fans out there are losing their shit.
Well, Bob
or rejoicing. It depends.
There wasn't many interviews.
It's kind of split, right?
Yeah.
Half the audience are like, "Fuck this guy, what's he doing?" And the other half are like, "Hey, I've never seen this video. This is awesome." So,
well, I think you meant the nut jobs because there's many of them.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But there are some. We both know there are some Bob fans who don't like it when people post Bob stuff, right? Isn't that a thing? Am I breaking confidence here, Bill? I feel
No.
like we've talked about this on the
No,
air. Have we not?
it's all right. We're talking tapes. You don't want to.
All right.
You
All
were
right,
the
we'll
one who
go
said
back.
I'm not allowed to mention Bob Dylan on this show.
I was trying to give you a plug, man, because that's awesome, dude. And maybe the algorithm will hear the name Bob Dylan and send him this way. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
60
video.
minutes, CBS 60 minutes. I just got a comment today. This is supposed to be 60 minutes. It's only 14. It's from the program.
That's great, though. Yes. That's great. Hey, that is great. Because guess what? That's engagement.
Yeah.
let them talk.
Okay.
All right. What's the next tape? Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
You like your sci-fi, your weirdo sci-fi stuff?
Sure. What do you got? If it's
with
not
Tilda
from Canada,
Swinton.
Oh God.
You don't like Tilda Swinton?
I already see the name of the movie. I've never heard of this. That looks pretty awesome, though. What's it, like a half girl, half robot?
It's Technolust.
One part woman, one part, what was that last part? Part machine, part science.
One part science, yeah. So you don't want to put that in the monitors behind me.
That came from Hollywood Flicks, huh? Never heard of that place.
Yeah, I think that's... I don't know. That might be from my town here in Barrie. Twisted and sexy, smart, witty, and funny.
That's cool, man.
This might be interesting, yeah.
That might be a hidden gem. You might need... I have no clue. I tell you right now, it's either something good or complete garbage. I feel like that's a fair statement.
Wow, Hollywood Flicks, big with the... They got the...
Oh, yeah. And then it's all over the place. The flicks hanging off. You got the silver label. Warning, don't open that or we're gonna charge you. Who the hell was going home swapping reels? Honestly, was it that big of a thing?
I highly doubt it.
Can you imagine swapping a reel?
We did it once in our family.
You stole a tape from a rental store. You swapped a reel.
No, this was... All right. Story time here.
Get into it.
So my sister rented a movie, and I even know what movie it was because I had to watch it a million times. Was now I forgot. It went right out of my head.
Let's just say it was Strawberry Shortcake.
It'll come to me. She rented this movie. She went to take it back to the store. She forgot about it, and it was in her car during the day. She was going to return it later that day. She goes to get it, and it's melted.
Wow, you are the one who melted it.
No, my sister melted it.
Well, your family.
So she tried to return it, and they said, we're not taking that. It's melted. We're going to have to charge you $100 to replace this. So that was back when tapes were extraordinarily expensive.
Right.
No, I think she actually paid it, but I wanted to rescue the movie, so I swapped out the reels with another cassette. Yeah. She paid it.
I see. I see. So it was the casing that melted, not the actual movie.
Exactly.
So you got like some sort of home tape, like a Sony blank tape, and you swapped the reels out. That makes sense. I thought you guys were going to be like, no, we're going to go over here and buy another copy for $40 and swap the reel. I thought the reels, like the actual film, melted. So it was just the casing that melted.
Yep, case melted.
Wow, that's amazing that the tape would be able to survive that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it wasn't a great movie, but we owned it now. So I'd watch it every so often. Diane Keaton, she was like a businesswoman who her sister died or something, and she had to take her sister's kid in like a toddler. And so then she couldn't juggle the corporate life and having a kid, so she moved out in the country. Not a great movie for a young man, but...
if anybody could come up with the name of that movie, Bill will send you something good. From his personal collection.
There's not many movies that follow that storyline. So
right. I mean, all you gotta do is type in Diane Keaton and just start guessing.
Yeah,
you're gonna be right on one of them.
So yeah, my sister couldn't have been the only one that melted a tape on her dashboard, because it definitely.
I'd never heard of it. Obviously I knew it was a thing because they had that warning on there. Yeah, and Duke makes a great point. And in Canada, or
We
was she
do have
parked
hot
next
weather.
to a volcano, or what? Like, how did that even happen?
It is quite hot here at some point. Yep, in the summer.
What, like 74 degrees? Like, what? It's insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got anything else in that bag?
Go ahead.
We
Go
tagging
ahead.
out. All
I
right.
don't want to take all your time.
Well, I'll show you the next three. I actually think I need, or four. I need all of these, which is amazing. Now, I do have this one already, but I have it in the clamshell. Sorry, buddy. Here we go. Look. See, I helped you
I
out.
got it when you're presenting.
I know I'm supposed to do it when you're. I know I got you. I had this in the clamshell, but I actually wanted it in the smaller deal, the regular slip. And that's the Dark Crystal. I don't even remember liking this movie, to be honest. But
yeah, it's tough.
I really don't even think I like it. But I do like Canon produced tapes. I just think they're pretty cool. Plus, it's Jim Henson. There might be something fun to watch on that.
Jim who?
Jim Henson. Sorry, not Hanson. Henson.
That is a cool cover. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna compare it to the other one and see which one I like better. But I think I'm gonna go with that one. Also, when you were talking about 90s cartoons, this is, I feel like, the top of the top here. Now, you might argue Batman's better, and you could be right about that, but it's not by much. And here's the first episode of, or the first tape, anyways, volume 1 of the X-Men. It's the Night of the Sentinels, which I believe is the first episode. But what do you think of that? Did you like the X-Men cartoon, Bill?
Yeah, it's the greatest.
I think it's the best, but you can't. I mean, if somebody says Batman the animated series is, that's hard to argue. That was a great series too. It really kind of depends.
That's hard. X-Men, man, that's action. It's hardcore. It's a lot of characters.
Did you hear about the new Disney Plus announcement?
Yeah, I did.
They are bringing back X-Men. X-Men 1997 is going to be called, and they are going to pick up right where the X-Men cartoon series left off. They're going to use the same animation. They're going to have a lot of the voice actors back. Some of them, I don't know if they've died or they're just retired, but some of them aren't going to make it, but they are going to have some of the favorites. And I can't be happier, man. If you're going to bring X-Men back, this is a nice bridge to whenever they start introducing them into the MCU. You know what I mean? I love it.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that angle.
That's a great bridge because you're going to, you're going to just kind of reintroduce some new stories, and I can't wait.
What if you have like, in your mind, well, like if you're Kevin and you say, why go back to this and do more stories?
And I would say the comic line never ended. So,
I was trying to figure out with a friend at work how that series ended. I couldn't. Was it the full-on Sentinel War like you're showing when they're burning everything down? Is that how the series
I don't think there was a true ending, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure the ending, like the last episode's on Disney Plus. I think the whole series is on Disney Plus.
I gotta go back.
I don't think there was a true ending. I have to admit, the last season I probably fell off because they did change their animation style a little bit.
Well, I fell off just, if you missed it, you missed it. There was.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. But yeah, it wasn't. There was an issue with Fox. They weren't like it would get preempted a lot. It wasn't regular every Saturday. They were starting to get more into college sports and stuff at that time. So you weren't getting it every Saturday at that time. And if I missed a Saturday, maybe the next Saturday had something to do. And, I don't know. I still watched it. I remember it not resonating as much as those first 3 seasons or so. But it was such a great series though, man. I loved it. And I'm happy. So I'm sorry if Kevin's not, but hey. Also, got a couple of the Beavis and Butthead tapes. Look at that. Got Law Abiding Citizens, which I don't have. I'm looking at my tapes over there, and I don't have Law Abiding Citizens, and I don't have There Goes the Neighborhood. Now, keep in mind, I have all these episodes because I still have my home recorded ones. I recorded the Maranathons. You remember that? when they would do marathons, basically they would show just several episodes in a row. You're not familiar with this when MTV would do that?
No, I didn't have like that was cable only when that aired, and I didn't have access to cable or didn't have that channel. I don't remember.
And you'll never be able to see them ever again unless somehow I forget who owns MTV now, but whoever, I don't know if it's Clear Channel or I don't know, iHeartMedia, whoever owns MTV, unless they're able to get those music rights again, they can never show the episodes the way they truly were.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? They can show the episodes, but they would have to cut out all the music video part. And let's be honest, that was sometimes the best part of the show.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You're trying to, okay, I see what you're doing here. Okay, well, everybody want to see you get the spoiler here. Let's go. We're supposed to know the episode now because who's on the screen? Is that what you're doing? Who is that?
That's Jim Carrey with no hair. Another hint.
No hair. There you go.
There you go.
All right. In case anybody cared.
Sorry to be distracted.
No. That's good.
Apologies.
I don't know nothing about this movie. I never seen it. But have you ever seen this movie, Star Kid?
Oh, the title sounds familiar, but that does not at all.
No, it's got one of those.
Look at that.
What do you call that? Retricative? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. We're on the ventricle.
Something like that.
Anyways, this was still sealed. Yeah, I don't think this was worth much, but if I get $10-15 for it, I'd be happy with it. But it is kind of a cool cover, though. That that kid, there he is like that, and there he is like that. Boom, boom. That's kind of cool. How about, okay, so were you an Addams Family or a Munsters guy? I mean, you could like them both, but if you had to go one way or the other, which one were you?
Oh my God. I don't know. I can't say.
It's weird is like as a kid, I think I was an Addams Family because I think they showed it more in my area. So I think I'm just more familiar with the Addams Family. But as an adult, the episodes of the Munsters I've seen are hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's a funnier show. I think Munsters was funnier. But maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but anyway, so I got this tape. The Munsters Revenge. I don't know anything about it, but it was in Larry's collection. You know anything about the Munsters Revenge? I don't know if that's it looks like the original cast, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this must be just some...
They must add a movie of the week.
Yeah, something like that. It is their reprisal of their famed TV roles. Yeah, it's a movie. So they came back to make a movie.
Well, like, remember the Incredible Hulk would do that?
Yeah.
They'd come back to a movie.
Yeah. Remember when he had Thor on there? Oh, that was so bad.
I think I have the DVDs of that. He had Thor and he had Daredevil one episode.
Yeah, he had Daredevil defended him in court, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see another sealed movie?
Of course.
Okay, got a little Cape Fear here. Now, this wouldn't be the first print because this is under the thrillers category, but still pretty cool. I don't know what this is. I can't imagine this is worth too much, but it's just kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a different looking cover too, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm more of a first print cover guy. I like the way the earlier prints look, but that looks pretty cool. And then here's another one. This will be a double for me, so definitely a go on my sale pile. And it is the dreaded Good Times. But you ever see Dr. Giggles? This has to be. You've had to see Dr. Giggles. No. Yeah, it looks horrible. I've never seen it either. No. I do own it, but I've never watched it.
Well, maybe it's what? Who distributed that? Did you say?
Good Times, one of the worst distributors ever. Why do you ask? Do you have a Good Time shirt there? Do you have that in your store, Bill?
If you would like a Good Times t-shirt, go to TeePublic/STC Pod and get your own.
Here, go ahead. Do that again, Bill. There you go.
There's a bunch of VHS distributor t-shirts in there.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I like the logo. The logo's fun.
Oh. Well, sorry,
No one knows.
I didn't know you were gonna do that again, Bill. There you go.
No one knows what that is when you're walking around. By the way.
Yeah, you might get a couple of winks from some guys.
I think so.
You never know. They might be like, "Hey, you looking for a good time, there, buddy?"
Support everybody. That's what I do.
Absolutely, no doubt. We support everybody. Do your thing. Okay, so I got a couple more tapes here. Now, mind you, this isn't even the top of the stuff here. The two big tapes are going to be the grand finale. All right, but
we still got ways to go. Yeah, hold off.
We still got a long way to go. We got the Phantasm 2. Again, this is a collector's choice, so this wouldn't be the early tape, but still, you know, this was the first Phantasm of it. You seen any of the Phantasm movies?
I haven't.
I think this is the best one. I could be wrong about that, but this is the one I remember seeing this late night on Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In. You ever watch Joe Bob when he was back on the movie channel? I think we talked about this, right?
No, I've heard you guys talk. That definitely was not available to us. Like,
man, he used to be on the movie channel. All right. This is a channel like Showtime or Cinemax. It was just called the movie channel. I think it still exists. But in the town that I lived in, we only got 2 premium channels because we had like one of those small town cable providers. It was called Continental Cablevision. All right. And Joe Bob got a little bit of fame doing some reviews or something like that. He got a little bit of notoriety, and the movie channel had him come on. Now, this was way before Monster Vision, which he did on TNT. Basically, TNT show was a ripoff of Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In, except the TNT version was homogenized for network TV. On the Drive-In, he would give you like a kill count and a boob count. So he'd be like, this movie has 3.5 boobs, you know, and you know, it's like that's how many they showed in the movie or whatever. And
nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it was my first introduction to Joe Bob and actually a lot of horror movies. That was the first place I seen Nightmare on Elm Street, and first place I seen Friday the 13th, and it was the first place I seen Phantasm 2. So I would love to have some home recorded tapes of Joe Bob. So if anybody has them and wants to make a deal or sell a copy, let me know. Contact me at CWR2 at Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
Here. Well, I don't have, we do have an email here, midnightisflashing@gmail.com too.
Yeah, but don't contact Bill. Contact Chris. Bill doesn't need it.
I will set Chris up with you.
Yeah, I would love to have it. I would pay, so just let me know. Also, yeah, something like that. Also count drive-in closures. I think so. I think he would say something like how many were left, and then plus he would also go behind the scenes and talk about some of the things that were cut out of the movies, how the MPAA is right, MPAA, or is it MPA? I forget, but that they would, you know, threaten them with an X rating unless they took this out or took that out. So like some of the best kills that were in Friday the 13th, you never saw, and they don't even exist anymore because the movie studios didn't give a crap and didn't preserve them. So, matter of fact, they actually found, I believe it's Friday the 13th part 2, maybe. They found like 35 or 40 minutes of unused footage recently. So they might actually re-release that soon on Blu-ray with like a director's cut. And also, just recently, they found like 30 minutes of The Stuff, which is an excellent movie. If you haven't seen The Stuff, you really need it. It's a good movie. Real good, very underrated. I mean, tape heads, they know all about The Stuff. There's no doubt about that. The tape heads know, but you know, the norms, like Bill, he don't know nothing about The Stuff.
No.
But it's a good movie.
What are we talking about?
Right. It's really good. It has so much 80s vibe in it. It's really good. It kind of has a They Live vibe, sort of, a little bit, but not with aliens. I don't want to ruin it, but it's really good. But I found this one for Curtis. I know he's not watching because he's out doing some improv, but this is his favorite movie right here.
Yeah.
Over the Top. What do you think about Over the Top, man?
Yeah, I loved it as a kid, of course.
Yep.
Like I love trucking. I used to collect magazines on trucking.
I love trucker hats. I love trucks. I would get the Hot Wheels, the big rigs.
I don't know where my copy is. It's around here somewhere.
It's irrelevant. Keep going. What else did you like? What else about? Did you like Did you like touching other men's hands? And
there was arm wrestling, but you know what else? And it's just a weird thing in that movie that stands out. Like my dad always kept his cars like just perfect, right?
Yeah.
And often I had to wash them to keep them that way. And he insisted on using Armor All on all the vinyl, and Armor All is in this movie. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I know that shit. I use it all the time.
Now, you know what was the thing? Now, I was already in it anyways because I was a Stallone. I was a Stallone kid. Schwarzenegger, Stallone was the man, right? They were both the men. You had to watch those movies if you were a kid in the 80s. But also, I was a big wrestling fan. And you know which wrestler was in this? Let's test your wrestling knowledge, Bill.
I don't know.
One of the greatest Texans of all time.
Texans?
The legend. Yeah, the legend. Terry Funk.
Who?
Terry Funk. What do you mean who? The legend. He's the guy's a god, wrestling god.
That's true. I've heard of that, yeah.
Terry Funk, man. The Funk brothers, they were big. They weren't as over in the WWF. He was in the WWF, but he was more of a mid-carder. They never really gave him his push. But in other territories, like the NWA territories, big legend. And even now he did come back to the WWF later on during the Attitude Era. He was still a mid-carder, but he got revitalized. He's been known by so many different generations. ECW had a big run. So I would bet you he would wrestle right now if he could, but I know he can't. He's got poor health right now. But Terry Funk, man, was a big deal.
Now, I watched wrestling when I was a kid.
Well, that's what I'm talking about as a kid.
Evolved to this other stuff you're talking about with this Austin Powers guy or whatever and smashing beer on your forehead.
Austin?
I'm out.
All right. You're going to get muted for that. That's ridiculous. All right. You get out of here. All right. Another tape.
Back me up on that.
No, Duke knows about Stone Cold. He's up. He's down.
So things went just a little too nutty in that time.
That was the best era, most successful era in wrestling history, even though
Iron Sheik, the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, even.
The Giant?
Andre the Giant.
Yes, okay. All right.
No Triple Warrior. H. No one, I don't got time for that.
The Rock, Stone Cold. No, Undertaker. What? Get out of here.
No, it's theatrical testosterone, and it was just over the top. I hated it.
All right. Let's just move on. Now, here's another one. This might actually be an upgrade for my tape. Maybe. I think, or at least the slip, anyways, because I think my slip has some writing on it.
Duke backed me up on the wrestling, by the way.
No, Duke, get out of here.
He did.
Get out of here, Duke. You're mute, Duke. We're gonna have to mute you. We got Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This is not a good movie, but it has some cool things in it. Like all of them, all the bad sequels have something in them that kind of make them cool. This has a really bad scene that didn't age well, where he dresses up in a wig and lipstick and everything. It just really didn't age well, but anyways, it's still pretty cool. And I think it's about $15, maybe $20 tape, maybe. It's been a while.
The cover grabs your eye for sure.
Oh, it's awesome. And then, it stands out with Leatherface on the side. I mean, they were definitely trying to push him as the Michael Myers, they were really trying to put Leatherface in the front of this one. But it's a double, but I'm hoping it's an upgrade.
What is engraved on his chainsaw?
The Saw's family.
Do you think he engraved that himself, or did he go to the jeweler? And
I mean, are you telling me your family chainsaw isn't engraved with? Is that what you're saying, Bill? You really want to go on the record with that?
Yeah, I guess we should move
okay. On. All right. Here's another kind of an underrated horror movie. And you will see, I could not put this on because you will see some boobs. All right. You ever see Species?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I actually did not have this. If I do, I don't have the right one. I think I have a greatest hits or something. I'm happy that, and this still has like a little bit of seal on it. It's got this big previously viewed 1999, which I might try to take a hair dryer and get that off and put that on my TV. Maybe, I don't know.
Which cover you got? I think mine's
this
better.
one. Yeah, so you got the bootleg one.
The bootleg one.
Yeah, the greatest hits.
Yeah, contemporary classics.
Right. This is the OG right here. That's what I'm saying. This is the upgrade. I think I have the one you got, the contemporary. See, this has the old label on it too. But sometimes they kept the same labels. Yours might still have this label. A lot of times they didn't change them. What do you got?
Oh yeah, this is different.
I know, but there are, it is different. There are some though that went to like the actual, like the print where they wrote it on the tape. You like the ink, I don't know what you call it, but you know what I'm saying, right?
No.
Where they wrote it actually on the tape and not on the label.
Oh, where they screened it on.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew you knew what I was talking about. Why you?
Jeez, I got to stay focused with Chris Roberts because you never know when he's going to throw to you, and you need an answer.
Well, sometimes I don't have the words. I usually have the words, but I didn't that time. Now, here's something, man. There are probably 100 different copies of this, maybe more. But it is kind of neat to find a different one when I come across them. I think I have the other one right here. Oh, I guess I don't. It's around here somewhere, but there's so many different variants of this. It's Night of the Living Dead.
Wow. Yeah.
And you know why there's so many different copies, Bill? You know why.
Did the copyright run out on that movie?
They never had a copyright because when they changed the name, it was going to be called Night of the Flesh Eaters. I believe that was the original working title, Night of the Flesh Eaters. And at the very last second, they're like, no, we don't want that. Change the name. They changed it to the Night of the Living Dead, and they didn't put the copyright on it on screen. So I guess some legal technicality means it's in public domain. And that's why George Romero redid his own movie so he could kind of get paid for it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because this is a George Romero remake of his actual movie.
That's right. Yeah.
And he did it so he can get paid. I mean, he got paid for sequels and stuff like that. But, that original movie, he didn't make not much.
Well, but he got the name out there and got the work to continue because of it. So,
yeah, but that has to be rough, man. You work hard, you do all this, you come up with a fresh idea, you that's rough, man.
Wow.
Did we get this up here? Want to be alien nonsense. Well, but boobs.
I only remember the boobs, so.
Yeah, I mean, remember when she had sex with that dude and then killed him? Something like that. Wasn't that her thing? She was like a Black Widow or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you've seen this movie, okay? And the thing on it says action beyond the edge of time. Action unlike, I'm sorry, it's all hard to read. This side of Mad Max and Rambo. Basically, they're comparing this to Mad Max and Rambo. All right, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Look at this horrible looking movie. Raiders of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, compensating for something? What's happening here?
He's not trying to be Chuck Norris at all.
No. Or Schwarzenegger in Commando.
Yeah. So who is that?
Apparently it's Christopher Connolly. Connolly, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
that might be a fun watch.
Maybe. I mean, again, I'm just throwing things in the box at this point. Anything that looks somewhat interesting.
Yeah. This is all still from the old guy, right?
I only got tapes from Larry.
And what was he doing with all these tapes?
These were his tapes.
Why?
I mean, over years, like he had them. These are his original. Like he bought them as an adult when he was buying tapes. You thinking hard there, Bill?
He didn't open any. What?
Well, there's a couple that weren't open, but the majority are open. I don't know why those ones aren't. I don't know if he was in. See, I thought maybe he was in a tape club, but this is obviously like some sort of Walmart purchase or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this came from us. Oh, why did I show you that? I wasn't supposed to. Did you see that?
No, barely.
Okay.
Message.
I wasn't supposed to show you that one. Never mind. Okay, this one, I don't know. This looks bad, but it is starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. It claims it's a horror classic. So, have you ever seen The Horror Express?
Dude, I have that in the garage. That's one you told me to throw out.
No.
And I kept it. Yes, I can go run that right now if you want.
It had a great cover. Your cover's better than this one. Look at this.
Yeah, mine has the plastic cover.
Right, but you remember
look at that.
It was like from some real bootleg video. Like yours was too, right? I just said it wasn't worth anything, is what I said. That's what I said. I'm pretty sure I didn't tell you to throw it out unless you didn't want it.
There was a lot to throw out.
You got to go back in time. At that time, you didn't want to keep any tapes. You were only going to keep them to sell them. No, don't do that. No. All right. I'm down to my last 5 tapes from today, so you go ahead. Well, actually, I'm down to my last 8.
Well, quit burning through them so quick. We can talk about these things.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like
let's
Mr.
talk about
Good
something
feelings.
else. Let's talk about something else for a minute. Oh. What about the TikTok? You been having fun on the TikTok?
Hey, Chris, have you heard of this TikTok app?
Yeah, I have.
I do the Jay Leno. So I hear you're on. Got the TikTok going there.
Yeah. So last Friday, well, on my Instagram, I have like a secondary account that I was just experimenting with, just to try to see if I can gain some followers on this other, just messing around, just for fun, right? So what I was doing is, until I got a good capturing device for all those tapes that I found, they have all those great commercials. I wanted to do something to kind of share them on a lower grade, not nice how we're hoping to get nice HD quality or upscale. Not going to be HD, but you know what I mean. The highest we can upgrade them. That's what we're shooting for the channel, for Midnight is Flashing. We want to put these commercials out there as a way of preserving, as a way of sharing. But in the meantime, I just, I was fucking bored. I wanted to do something. So I was taking my cell phone, and in some of the earlier videos, my hand's even shaking a little bit because it's kind of a pain in the ass. You think you can hold your arm up for 30 seconds, but you try it, Bill. You really can't.
I will not try it, sir.
You can't. So I'm sitting here recording it, and then I would like, okay, I like that, and mess with it. And I was uploading them to Instagram. Well, like last year at the beginning of the pandemic, I was messing around on TikTok. I made a few videos leading into Christmas time, that time in 2020-ish, somewhere in the middle there somewhere. And I was playing around on it, and then I got bored. I like watching the videos, but I didn't really have a lot of motivation to make videos. But then I thought, you know what? I have these couple of videos. Why not just upload them on there too? So last Friday, I uploaded 2 at 1 p.m. And I didn't think anything about it. And the next day, actually, I forgot I did it. And the next day, now mind you, at the time I had like 109 subs, okay? Or followers, or whatever they call it. I think it's followers over there, or it could be subs, who knows? But whatever it's called. So I had 109, and I uploaded those 2 videos, and then the next morning I opened up the app, and I was going to look at something. I had a bunch of notifications, and I thought, So I clicked on it, and I see that the one video had, I uploaded 2 videos. One video did okay, and the other video did like way, okay, keep it in perspective. It didn't do 1 million or nothing like that. But from not putting anything up, it was at the time, it was at 4,000 views. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then it just kept building and building and building. And by the end of the day, it had 50,000 or 49,000 views, something like that. Which, ask any YouTuber, the average smaller channel YouTuber, if they take 49,000 views on one of their videos and see how quick they say, "Where do I sign?" You know what I mean? And
plus your notifications are going bonkers when you have that.
Yeah,
much, so.
this algorithm on TikTok is very aggressive, and it doesn't matter if you have 1 follower or 1,000,000 followers. If somebody, what they target is people's interests. So if they somehow link up with your interests by the hashtags that you use, or whatever the genre you put it in, the subject you put it in, it will put it out there in the For You tab, which is their default tab, kind of like what YouTube forces on people, the For You. Instead of letting you go to the subs first, it goes to the For You, and that's what the majority of the users go through, is the For You tab. And man, it took off, and I gained a few hundred followers that night. And so over this last week, I've been doing the same thing, recording some commercials, trying to upload 2 to 3 videos a day. A couple days I didn't because I had a lot of action, so I kind of just left it alone. I don't know exactly if posting while it's hot can cool it down. I'm still learning the algorithm. But currently, I've had several, like at least 3 videos go over 50,000, and right now I'm looking at 35 notifications. My sub count or follower count is 2,567. I've gotten over 30,000 or 37,000 likes. It's intense, man.
Yeah, he's doing good over there, guys. Go check him out. What is it called?
Planet of the Tapes. So I got a new fancy logo that my buddy Rip did for me. And I know you're not watching Rip, but if you were, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was a cool little, I appreciate you doing it, man. I really do like it. I know it was just a simple copy and paste job, but hey, I didn't have to do it. You did it and it looks great. And so yeah, man. But I put out this mushroom video last night. It's the Airwick Magic Mushroom. And I can't wait to see the analytics, because that's one thing that's cool. They really give you a lot of information in the analytics, but it usually takes like 2 days to process. So I'm like on the edge of my seat to see, because it's only a 15-second video, and it's right now it's got 52,000 views. I'm really curious to see what because one of the things you're graded on is retention. So with 15 seconds, about time they realize they don't want to watch it, they probably already watched it, right? I mean, but it's got a lot of comments, a lot of likes. But my biggest video at the moment, the one with the 64,000 views, currently, I mean, it hasn't updated again, but at this moment, it already has almost 350 hours of watch time on a 30-second video. Can you imagine that?
Showing cleavage, which is crazy.
No,
because that's all my TikTok is on my For You. It's nothing but ladies.
Well, because you're a pervert, Bill, and they know it. They know what you want to see.
They keep sending me this stuff. I don't know why.
And you keep watching it and liking it. Right.
No.
Yes, they know. They know you're out there hitting the singles bars. Man's got needs, Bill.
Congrats, man. You're killing it over there. And I think, you're simulcasting that stuff on our YouTube channel in that format as shorts, YouTube shorts. So you can just subscribe to Midnight is Flashing too.
Absolutely.
And then one day we'll get HD.
Right.
We're the best.
Yes. The goal is with the shorts, we're just putting up shorts because we're trying to appease the YouTube gods. They really want this short thing to take off. They're trying to compete with TikTok. But in the meantime, we're going to do that, like Bill's saying. But our goal is to have genuine, clean copies of, not recording my TV with a cell phone, actually, uploading a clean copy for preservation, for your entertainment.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
Clean transfers.
Yes, 100%. Preservation, Bill. That's really what we're trying to do. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Don't smile. That's true. That's my goal.
I'm agreeing with you.
Hey, I know you want to buy yourself another Cadillac, but
yeah, we're trying to, shove content in Midnight is Flashing while in between these episodes. So we're getting shorts out there. We're getting quick stuff, and yeah, it's moving along.
Make and sure you're going to see different stuff because I have one vibe going. Bill has another vibe. We connect a lot, but you know, you're going to get two things. So by watching more of my stuff and less of his stuff, he'll know who you like better.
So you know, and some contributions from contributors as well. One of our people sent us a DVD hidden menu, like an Easter egg on a DVD of the Spinal Tap movie, and it's just the boys, just with the menu in behind them, and they're just riffing for about 20 minutes, like total improv.
That's great.
Spinal Tap style. It is funny as heck.
Yeah, because not everything will be VHS, because obviously, you know, the commercials are just the commercials. I'm pulling them from a VHS because that's the source. But, you know, like there will be stuff like some DVD features and stuff. You know, we're trying to get as much content on as we can. Right, Bill?
Based around a certain age.
You're right.
Midnight Flashing.
And even a younger age like mine and an older age like Bill's.
One is a bronze age like Chris and another is like a golden age.
One's like BC. B puts the Bill in, or B. Bill puts the B in BC, and then there's AD.
AD, okay.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We lost everyone on TikTok talk already.
That's okay. We still, I mean, listen, it's a fun app, man. I know some people are polarizing, but it really does appeal to whatever you like. The algorithm listens to you. They're not trying to push shit on you. They really aren't. I never see stuff. It's funny because even when I see a video that I was like, but if I'm being honest, there was something about that video I did like. It's a trip. Once it starts to learn you, it will push you the stuff that they know you like. It knows you better than you. All right. What else you got, Bill?
Show
something.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
You ready?
I would say that I did have a guest I was going to put on. And I had a backup guest. I'm looking right at you, Matt. That was going to be my backup. And Matt decided to go to his friend's house and said he forgot. So thank you for that, Matt. My other guest, he wants to do it, but he ended up at his girlfriend's house and he wants to do it right. So he will be on next week or whenever we record next. So it's okay.
Hey, if you're watching,
yeah,
we take callers. So if you want to call in, just get in the chat.
If you got some tapes, and we're looking right at you, Duke. If you got something new you want to talk about, jump in.
No, I got a lot. Don't worry, I still got stuff. I know you might
I'm worried. I don't know, man.
Don't be worried.
You're gonna pull out Clint Eastwood westerns?
Hey, like nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's not.
I'm just looking. There's some wacky stuff coming up. Stay tuned. But yeah, if you want to be involved in more than just the chat, leave us a line in the chat and we'll get you in on the show. Don't forget, you can always email us at midnightisflashing@gmail.com and show us pictures of your collection and stuff. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, do the directing thing.
Okay, here we go. Bam. Bam. Here, I was doing the directing thing. I was actually going to paste the thing in the comments.
What is this? The Last Man on Planet Earth. Know anything about that?
I don't, but it feels like they keep recycling that subject, though, don't they? There was a TV series recently.
Yeah, that was great.
On the Earth. I know, and then they canceled it on everybody.
I hated that they canceled that. Yeah. And that he didn't move it to another network was even more.
With all these streaming services. Like, what?
So this is Last Man on Planet Earth. Julie Bowen, who she was in that sitcom that was on forever, right? The family sitcom. What's that sitcom called? With
she looks familiar. She's got that bored shit on her face, so it's hard to tell what's happening.
Yeah. And this is a Kenneth Biller production, and you guys will know Kenneth Biller is one of the executives behind Star Trek Voyager.
Well, that's probably why she has that bored crap on her face.
Maybe, yeah. He did a lot of writing.
And Paramount, it's released by Paramount, so it's all making sense now.
Yeah. Kenneth Biller, Les Landau directed. Wonder if he's
I don't know nothing about that, but is that a Yugo?
Yeah, look at the cars they put out on the cover here.
Right.
They didn't spend a lot on the car budget.
Man, they're like, let's find like 14 Yugos before it goes to the pound to get
There it is.
smashed.
Oh shit! Chris put the StreamYard key on the chat, so yeah, anyone can jump in right now.
Why not jump in? We can still
right.
not let them on. I still got to add them to the stream. Yahoo! We have a screening process. We got screeners.
Now, what do you think when you see this name on a tape?
Billy Blanks.
Yeah,
I don't think much. I see some sort of horn in his mouth. I don't know.
You remember Billy Blanks, right?
No, but why is he in a Tron outfit? What's happening?
Isn't he the Tybo guy? He did Tybo.
Is he Tybo? I thought Tybo was a black guy. Is that a black guy?
Oh, maybe I'm mixing up.
No,
he's got all that Tron shit on him.
What are you talking about? He's white. Is that that? I can't tell who's on the back.
Expect no mercy.
That definitely is a ripoff of Tron.
Wow, what the heck is this? Billy Blanks. Yeah, he was a workout guy, I thought.
Well, he's not Tybo.
Not Tybo. Okay.
No, Tybo's a black dude.
Okay. Well, so would you have grabbed this if you saw it? Just because it?
Looked I would have threw, especially for $5 for $1. I would have grabbed that.
I'm curious to see what happens if I look.
I don't know, but I love the cover. I don't know what's going on with his mouth. Does he have like a snorkel or what is a whistle? I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's
like a mouthpiece to talk,
like a Dune thing, where they need.
I have no idea.
To breathe. There, here's your screened on label.
Yeah, that's horrible. That looks like early 2000s.
I have to share a picture with you one of these days if I remember to do it too. When I was looking through here, I found a tape that it was from like Nova Scotia, one of our eastern provinces, and there was a sticker on it that said it was approved by the government, the provincial government, to sell that tape. So there in that province, they actually had a government agency that had to approve VHS tape. VHS.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to show that to you at some point if I remember.
Absolutely.
More music. Oh, where is Matt? Because this is his guy. Got some wailing. The Lost Outlaw performance.
Oh man, he's gonna be bummed. You better catch it on the replay. We're gonna be asking you questions, Matt.
And it's signed by Waylon too, by the way. So
yeah, and I'm sure that's a legit, real signature there.
That's the real deal.
Right. Somehow he signed it in white.
Yeah. What do we got here? The master recordings of the concert were never released. So I wonder if this made it to DVD or is this something that should go on the YouTubes?
I think you should.
From 91. You know Waylon, right? Dukes of Hazzard.
Absolutely. He's a good old boy.
And
he's a highwayman.
Oh, now see, you told me about this kind of genre of tapes, and you should pick it up. You recognize?
I did.
Rip? What would Rip be about?
I don't. It looks like a pirate thing, a little bit lower. Windsurfing. Oh yeah, maybe. I'm more into skate tapes, but you can get lucky with stuff like that because they're out of print and they only had, a little bit of runs. They never made it to any other format. Yeah,
this wasn't this. You're not gonna find this on Blu-ray.
Well, man, look, that's got like look at that: Soundgarden, Offspring, Rush, White Zombie. The rest of them kind of suck, but man, that's a pretty killer lineup.
So I don't know. Again, $5 for $1. You just grab this shit. Bobby Nash or Robbie Nash.
Robbie Nash.
Yeah.
That looks horrible, but you never know, man. Did you look it up?
No, I haven't looked at any of these.
No. Well, I still think what you spent compared to what you got, you're doing okay so far.
Okay, so you had Billy Blanks.
Right.
How about if you see, I might already have this already. Jesse Ventura as a leading man.
I would probably grab that, and I'm sure it's horrible too. That's definitely straight to video.
Guardian of the Universe, Abraxas. And the way he delivers lines, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, he was great, and I'll give him a lot of credit for the way he played the role he played in Predator, but I imagine he was heavily produced and very, very limited. But I dug Jesse in Predator, but I can't imagine him carrying a whole movie.
Is that like James Belushi there?
That looks like Jimbo.
Starring Jesse Ventura, Sven Olafsson, Sven Ol Thorson, Damian Lee, Jerry Levitan. Yeah, nobody on this one. Look at that tape.
That looks horrible.
Not much there. Front Row Entertainment. Look at that. That might be his own label. Looks like a muscle guy there. No,
I think he made that in his home.
There's not a lot of tape there.
I mean, look at that. That's definitely an EP production, man. That's garbage. Can you imagine that? Like, you go to the store, you buy that, you whip that out, and it's like, what'd you bring home?
Guardian of the Universe.
Right. You told your mom to go get you Predator, and she brought back that.
How about some Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee?
Wow, they were just throwing out all the guys in that one. Little Tokyo, huh? Showdown
in Little Tokyo.
Yeah, Showdown Little Tokyo. I've never seen it. I have to say, I had fallen off the action scene at that time. Whenever that next wave of action guys came into play, I was out.
Well, I don't know. Is Brandon Lee getting a little bit more attention nowadays with the latest on-set accident? People are talking about him a bit more.
Maybe. I mean, if you had the Crow. And now I'm going to go out on a ledge here. Did Dolph play a Russian? He had to, right? I mean, could he play?
He's an American samurai. Charismatic, Brandon Lee, charismatic son of Bruce, is a Valley dude. So. Samurai.
You did not say an American samurai.
That's
how can he pull off an American accent?
He does, doesn't he? What's he sound like in
No.
What's he sound like in Expendables?
He sounds like Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, just a couple more left for me, and then we'll leave it as the Chris show after this.
Okay, I got a few things. I actually found a couple more things to show. I got one adjacent thing here.
Apologies. The thing I talked about before, I'm going to show you. I wasn't going to grab this movie because this movie deserves to be at least on 2 tapes because it's a huge movie, Once Upon a Time in the West.
But that's not, right? Is that the EP?
Yeah, it's one super heavy.
Oh,
tape.
Man.
It's kind of an interesting cover, at least, I thought.
It's heavy? You mean tell me they actually fit it all on a SP? No. That's EP.
It's 165 minutes shoved on here.
Wow. So they really did give you a good recording.
Well, I don't know. It's not the full, like you could still put more on there. I don't know. It doesn't say if it's EP or not, but this is what I was talking about. This sticker here.
Yeah, I like that.
I actually bought it because it was $5 for $1. The Department of Consumer Affairs rated this as adult.
Now you got to take a picture of that and send that into Stuck on VHS.
Yeah, I was planning to, and
you have to because that's a cool sticker. I bet you he would love to see that. Even that one's pretty cool, but definitely that other one is fantastic.
Can you imagine the money wasted by government to have to look over VHS tape distribution?
I would suspect they didn't. They waited for their money getting slid under the table, and then they're like, "Hey, we investigated it." They didn't watch that.
Both sides got that silver sticker. So
yeah, it looks like a barcode or like a serial number on it too, huh?
Yeah, there's a serial number. They did not want to lose this tape. Very important.
Wow, well, that's
a couple more. Remember,
big money.
I like my Star Treks that are standalones. So there's another. I probably already have this. I couldn't remember, but 5 for
Oh, that's a
$1.
great movie. And that is
Just
the
grab it.
standalone because you had the one that had the cover on the thing on the side, right? So now you have the legit one. Or the standalone. The other one you had is the one that pieces together to form the Enterprise.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This.
Yeah.
Hey, can you give me a second here?
Go ahead.
Get this from my Napa Valley. So yeah, there's what I don't want.
I like that though when you get the box set, but with the actual box that it came in. I like having those sets off to the side because they kind of look cool. They're something a little different. And I think I showed the PB Herman one that I got, and I showed the Elm Street one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has Freddy on the spine. But I obviously I have both, and you do want to have both if you're a real collector. So look at you, Bill. You're a real collector.
Well, there you go. And this had a CVS or CVS sticker on it, which is weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
We don't have those.
You can get that off with a hairdryer if you don't like it. I'm into preserving, but
yeah, I like that. It's okay.
Yeah, I would leave that on.
Except this one on the spine is massive.
Yeah, I like that one a little better because they printed out their own everything. They printed out the name on it and got a big barcode.
Yeah, like our robotic machines we had at work for broadcast television would have these huge barcodes on them where the robot arm would come grab it out of its shelf and load it in the machine. So it's really weird it has such a huge barcode label.
That's crazy.
And my last tape from Salvation Army. It's a goodie. You got to grab it. I'm sure I already have it, but another copy of the Herminator. Right there.
Well, there's no reason to leave the Terminator behind, especially at that deal that you're getting them at, because you could have a little upgrade, but those are good traders. You know what I mean? That's a very clean copy too. That's good. And there's going to be a point, man, where those tapes, they're going to start to go up. They're never going to be top dollar tapes, but you do a lot of little cons in your area. I can see that selling for $5. Yeah, that's definitely a later release because of the, what did you call it again?
The
screen print.
Oh, screen print.
Yeah, that's definitely a later release. But
I like how they put right on here that it's pan and scan.
Yeah, it's horrible. They don't need to point that out.
Well, if you're a shopper and you don't want that, it's good.
How are you gonna know? You ain't gonna know until you open it. You've already bought it.
Chris Roberts with the facts.
You're right. It's already open, Bill. Are you smelling mold? What's going on there?
Gotta smell it, man.
Yeah, I better not smell no mold. Get that out of the house.
Oh, look. So this tape has got burnt-in date and time code in it because this was one of our logger tapes where when you work in television, you have to record your broadcast day in case anything happens with closed captioning as well as date and time burnt in case anything happens and regulatory wants to see a record of what you broadcast. You have a tape. And then sometimes some guys would run out of tapes when they're doing stuff at work and just grab a logger tape. I don't know who would do that. But that's why that's
like
there.
A complete hack.
And it's a worst case scenario if you grab a logger tape because these tapes were used over and over and over and over and over again. So anyways, take me off full screen. It's time for Chris Roberts to show off.
All right. We got a question. Did he miss the 8-track talk? That's the other show. So
boy, I've been tempted to jump back into the 8-track market. I had a little bit of an 8-track collection for a little while that I got at a yard sale, an instant collection of 30 tapes or something, decent tapes too. But it took me I wanted to sell them, took me so long to sell them that I've just been turned off from them ever since. But I wish I kept them now.
I would say there's probably a couple I would grab, especially if you could get lucky and find some of the soundtracks. Like there's a couple of horror soundtracks on 8-track. I'd like to find.
Well, for me, there was to find prog rock stuff on 8-track is just crazy.
No, I could see that. Plus, you're a Bob Dylan fan or whatever. If you would have found, one of his 8-tracks, that could be something. If nothing else, display purposes, I guess, right? Anyway, so last episode I showed this, which is the Total Recall, like
Total
the
Recall.
special edition Total Recall DVD. And I was at Swap Meet today, and I found it complete now. I got the little box. Bill, you're missing it. Look,
I'm not missing it.
See, look, boom. So now I'll put this in your box if you want it. But now I got it CIB. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's going to display a lot better this way. It looks cool. I like that.
I've seen that on the thrift many times, and I've turned it down just because display wise, it's it's one of those weirdo boxes that.
Yeah, it's definitely a little cumbersome. It's too heavy, so it's gonna fall forward a lot. But I'll figure something out. I don't know what I'm gonna figure out because now the spot that it was at won't fit no more. So I guess the joke's on me on that one. But
so that was at the swap meet.
Yeah, at the swap meet, I grabbed a few things, but that was the only like media thing. Everything else, I did actually get one thing that's movie adjacent. And here, since I thought you were producing, but I'll go ahead and do that. Is the little the dude from, I forget his name, but from Coneheads. You ever watch the Coneheads?
Yeah, who's that guy?
This is the dad.
What?
Right? Or is this the villain?
Jeez, I have to watch that movie again.
Or is this the villain guy? I don't know. This isn't whoever this is. It doesn't matter. He's a Conehead.
He's in full uniform.
Right, but even the main dad and the mom were in uniform in some scenes. Right?
I don't remember that.
It's been a long time since I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, another thing. I didn't bring it in the house. It's in the garage, but I did find a copy of Strange Brew. You told me to check it out, and I found a copy. That was in the slot. It didn't make it in the house, though.
Get it in the house.
Well, it will, but I left some, like these, everything I've shown isn't all the tapes. I did grab some other tapes, but I didn't want to bring them all in. So I'll show some stuff next week. I'm showing the best stuff, though.
When you talk about meeting the old guy with all the tapes, and he did want to give them all to you, why didn't you just take them all?
Because I couldn't fit them all in the vehicle. And the boxes were really dusty. And, but I can go back and get them if I want them. He did say, call me if you ever want to get more. I'm assuming he's going to expect more money next time, though. Since now, sometimes that paying backfires. If I did decide I want the rest of the tapes, he's probably going to want another $20 or he'd be expecting it because I set the bar. But if I get the call and he's like, hey, I found more of those horror tapes you're looking for. Now we have a cheap price set. So, because I got that big box for $20. So anything smaller than that box, the price goes down, right? Anyway, did you ever watch the Gargoyles cartoon?
Absolutely.
So check this out. This is a Gargoyles VHS with an interactive VHS, a VCR board game. So you open up this flap, and I don't want to take the crap out because it'll fall everywhere, but there's like a map and some little board pieces inside there, and then the tape is in this other part. So
wow. Yeah, man. That had like a lot of voices from Star Trek was in it, and Robert Culp was a voice.
Yeah.
Animation was good.
Says it right there. There's your Star Trek The Next Generation. There's all the names right there. 1994.
Frakes.
Yeah, pretty good. So that is cool. This is definitely falls into like the big box genre kind of.
Did you watch it?
I did. It just didn't resonate with me as much as it should have. I did watch it, but during that time, I was altered a little bit, Bill. So we'll just leave it at that. Here is something I think is kind of cool too. At the time, like the mom and pop loyalists hated Blockbuster, but over the years, some of us have softened on Blockbuster because say what you want about Blockbuster, they're still part of the the thing. You know what I mean? Like it's still part of the culture. I mean, I got the big Blockbuster sign from one of the stores. See that big deal right there? You know what I mean? Like that is a legit big original Blockbuster sign. So I'm not a Blockbuster hater, but as a lad, I didn't like Blockbuster. I didn't like their censorship they did on some movies. I didn't like that they didn't have everything. They always claimed to, but sometimes they wouldn't. You know, there was certain things they wouldn't carry. But they also, if you wanted, right, but if you wanted a new release, right, you went to Blockbuster, they had 75 copies. So,
well, they're responsible for lowering the price of all tapes for all of us. So
they did actually drive down the tape market in stores as well. You know what I mean? So, like, if you actually just wanted to buy the movie, they are part of that as well. So there was some positives with Blockbuster. But so I like to pick up some cool Blockbuster stuff when I can find it. And in that box was the Halloween H2O Blockbuster. So I wish this was the Halloween, but it's okay. This was the best out of the original sequels past part 2. Part 3, I wouldn't consider it a true sequel because it's kind of its own thing. But if you skip part 2 and go right to part 4, or skip part 3 and go to 4, so out of the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 kind of thing, I would say this is probably the best.
We're going into the Chris Roberts Halloween vortex, folks.
Listen, I'm telling you, look, Halloween people know, and look, this even came with a early bonus return. If you bring it back soon, you get $1 off any new rental that same night. So if you went home and watched it,
we never had that.
You know what? I'm right up the corner. I'm just right up the street. I'm just going to bring it right back. And you brought this back, they give you $1 off the next rental.
Wow, never had that promo.
Yeah, it was convenient if you were close by. If you were in, too far up the road, it wasn't. But it still has all the Blockbuster stuff on it, and it's good condition. I'm glad to add this to the collection. This is something that it definitely made me happy when I saw it in the box, because like I said, I've softened on Blockbuster throughout the years, and I think there's definitely a place in the collector's world. Blockbuster has its place. I'm more of a mom and pop purist. I would rather find something really cool in mom and pop, and I do have some of that stuff. And I will show some of my really cool mom and pop rental cases. I have a Predator that is beautiful and amazing. I'll show that on another episode.
So these Blockbuster boxes, will you have a section on your shelf just for Blockbuster boxed movies like that?
Well, if I get more than I like, I might create a section. If not, I'll just find a spot.
It'll go with the Halloween, so.
Well, maybe. I mean, like this right here behind me is mostly, I'd say, about 90% horror. So, I mean, right now it's full. So I don't have a place for it. So I'll find a place for it, Bill. What do you want me to tell you? All right.
Wait, hold on a second. You tickled us with the Blockbuster sign. Why don't you tell us where someone can get something like that?
Well, where I got that from is Facebook Marketplace. And I believe I paid $120 for that. And I don't regret one bit. I think that's a tremendous price, and I bet you I could sell that for $500 if I wanted to. But I don't. I like it. It's a one of a kind. Well, not one of a kind, but there's not as many of those left as there were. You know what I'm saying?
Is that just the plastic bubble, or is there a light in there?
No, it's not. But it's a full ceramic, like a ceramic. It's made out of some sort of foam.
Foam, okay.
Yeah, it's
that would have been inside the store.
It's heavy though. It's like legit. I mean, it's not cardboard. You know what I mean? Like that's not cardboard. That's a legit thick foam. It's got a backing on it. It's legit, but it's not one of the light up ones. The light up ones are obviously the next tier. They cost a lot more, but
no, I like that one. It has.
I like the simplicity of it. It's awesome.
Well, it has the the 3D-ness of it,
right? And it's the classic Blockbuster ticket stub. I mean, that's the true logo right there. You know what I mean? I love it. So
wonderful.
What do you think? You like it? I mean,
I like it.
Would you have bought it?
It doesn't fit with my business, I don't think.
But I don't think you understand you could have flipped it though. Like, come on. Like, I mean, if nothing else, you could have bought it to flip it, Bill. Like,
well, I'm not
wrong
a heavy
answer,
hitter
Bill.
like you guys. I don't go in with the big heavy wallet and slapping it down. I'll do the $1, $2, and then flip later.
You're not gonna find that for $1 or $2, Bill.
It's too hard for me to drop 200, $300 on something on the gamble. I can flip it. I never could. I know that's where the real money's made, but that's why I'm stuck where I am.
There's sometimes you got to break out the cash when the real shit's on the line, and but I didn't buy that to flip it. I bought it to keep it. I never had any intentions on selling it.
That's perfect in your spot where it is right now.
I think it looks great. It's right behind my wall of TVs, which is very cluttered up right now with tapes, and there's going to be a major overhaul in this room soon. I have to, because I kind of messed stuff up when I set up this little corner to record in, and it's a complete disaster right now. I would not want to show you the rest of it, Bill. It looks terrible.
Would be an amazing anthology video series to watch. Chris,
me clean this room up.
Yeah, set the camera up, time lapse shit, and then take it out of time lapse when you want to show us something special. That would be amazing on Midnight is Flashing.
Well, there's a couch in here, and at the time, I thought I liked it. Well, it's not a couch, it's a love seat. It's a small room. It really doesn't need it. I'm thinking about taking it out and maybe going with a couple of like small, nice leather chairs, but not like Lazy Boy smaller.
What sort of stuff has happened on that love seat?
I mean, what happens on your love seat? Oh shit, my battery's gonna die. Keep it going, Bill. Shit.
Keep it going.
Keep it going, Bill. I'll be right back.
He throws it to me like that.
We only got a few minutes left, Bill.
Holy mackerel. Okay. So yeah. Back to me. What am I gonna say? No one got the Conan clips that were on the show here. You missed it. You missed the opportunity to win a free Chris Roberts something or another. That was Conan in Toronto when he came to Toronto for a week. And that was bonkers for us here in Canada when he did that. And let me tell you, we had to, the broadcaster had to shell out some major dough, as well as City of Toronto had to shell out major dough. It wasn't just him coming because he wanted to see Toronto. Yes, it was to help us out because we had just been through that SARS business. So it was part of the Toronto recovery effort. But man, they had to pay some major money to get the Conan production there. But man, fabulous set of shows that week for sure on Conan. And I taped them all. Glad to have them.
Man, right in the nick of time. It gave me the 2% warning right now. Woo! Man, I'm starting to sweat because, man, once it's off, you're fucked. You're done. The show's over.
No, it keeps going.
Well, with you, but we're going to lose all the demo. Just kidding. So here's another cool thing I got out of there. Now, this I haven't watched yet, and after kind of browsing the one tape, my expectations has dropped a little bit, but it's a home recording. As the mirrors have two faces, it has powder, and then it has Beavis and Butthead. Now I'm thinking it's probably the movie. I was hoping these were episodes. I have the episodes, but I was hoping it was just like MTV with commercials and stuff. But it has that. I'm going to assume this is Beavis and Butthead Do America. So not quite as hyped as I was initially, but...
What are the first couple? I couldn't make it out.
The mirror has two faces.
Oh.
Powder. These guys had horrible taste in movies. I mean, I've never even heard of The Mirror Has Two Faces. It sounds terrible. Powder. I know what movie that is. I never watched it. Because, again, it just looked horrible. That pasty dude. Did you ever watch that guy about the movie about the pasty guy?
I'm just like getting flashes as we say powder, and I was thinking of some pasty guy, and you said that, but I can't think of anything.
Okay, The Mirror Has Two Faces has Barbara Streisand in it, so there's strike one.
That's a heavy hitter right there.
She's a horrible actress. You like the Barbara Streisand acting? I'm not talking about her singing here. Her acting, she's not good. I'm sorry, man.
I haven't
She's not
seen one of
good.
her movies.
She's not good. I mean, look at that big schnoz. I mean, I'm not trying to no shame here, but
Wow.
she is not a leading lady.
Wow.
I'm
He's just
sorry.
going for it.
Well, I mean, come on. It's a common thing. She knows it. Yeah, I think this is I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit. All right, so let me show you the two big tapes. One's not as big, but it's still cool to find. This was the first one I noticed out of this series, and it's also sealed, or it's sealed, and that's the Jason X. I actually have a copy of Jason X sealed already. I think I do. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. But anyway, so this is Jason X. It's sealed. Sells for about $50. The problem is, I feel like there's a little rattle in there. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know. It doesn't feel broken. I don't know what's going on.
Well, what are people buying sealed for? What are they going to do with it?
They're going to grade it. So I don't know. Part of the grading process is shaking it, but I'm just going to put it up for $50 and say, hey, it might be rattling. I can't tell.
So you think all these sealed sales are these people grading them?
Absolutely.
VHS.
Now, there might be a small percent where people just want to have a new tape with a good, like the highest possible quality. Look, there's the powder guy. Look, can you see him? Oh, shit. He went off the screen. Here he goes. He'll come up right now. Where's that pasty dude? Well, look. He's so pasty, it messed up the TV. Look, he's got gold bloom in it, too. Look at him.
Yeah.
Does it even show on the TV? He's so bright. I can't tell. Yeah, I never seen the movie. So you saw it? You were a fan?
No.
Well, it looks horrible. I'm sorry, man. I never seen it. But I imagine there was a lot of albino-y dudes. I don't know. Is albino okay to say now? I don't remember. Not a pasty guys who were probably called powder. I imagine this was a big bully word at one time. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But oh shit. That's the one dude. That's the guy from Alien and Terminator.
Oh, that guy.
Not that guy. This other guy.
But that's the pasty guy.
Yeah, that's the tracking's all crappy right now. I don't know what's happening here. All right. Well, it's not even a good recording. All right, this is fascinating. So here's the money maker. This one had a couple of completed sales for in the 350 range.
Oh, 350.
Yeah, it has 4 listings right now. The lowest listing's 300, so it's 300 and up kind of thing. So like I could go the 299, 99 route.
Hold on.
What?
People got to hit the like button before you show a $300 tape.
Oh, before I show it, hit the like, subscribe.
Hit the like. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button.
Bill, his emotional well-being is dependent on it. Trust me. He's messaging me in the middle of the night. Hey, did you upload that short to the channel?
Yeah.
We need it done. But yeah, it's Beavis and Butthead Does America.
And this is from the old guys tape collection still. Or is this swap meet?
No, this is all the old guy stuff. But I'm assuming his kids were into Beavis and Butthead.
No, I mean the tape you're about to hold.
Yes. This is all from the garage. Quit calling him the old guy. He's only 62, Bill.
That's what you said.
I called him Larry. I called him by his name, Larry. His son was Sonny. He's Larry. Okay?
Yeah. Sorry, Larry.
Put some respect on his name, all right?
Apologies.
Anyway, so this one doesn't rattle. So I'm going to go full blast on this baby. Here we go. Jason Goes to Hell. Here, now you're looking at a $300 tape right there, buddy.
Golly.
Sealed. Factory sealed. And granted, listen, if anybody's watching for the first time, I'm not a sealed guy. I don't like what they're doing to our hobby. It sucks because you got guys coming in who are going to artificially inflate our hobby, and I don't like it. But if I could put a hurt into some of those losers in the meantime, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I mean, if that makes me part of the problem, I understand. But, Like I respect the guys who takes these tapes and just open them just to prove a point. That's cool, but to sell this tape for 300 is going to buy me some rare tapes or something else that I don't want to spend my my paycheck money on. So this will be a good substitute for that.
Give us that cover. Let's enjoy it here.
Yeah, look at that. Like, this is not a good movie. It has some good elements to it, but it is not a good movie. And you can even make an argument that it kind of falls into that. What is it? Was it part 5? I forget sometimes. Let me see. Let me double check here. It falls kind of into this. Yeah, it's part 5. It kind of falls into the part 5 and the part 1 reign in the muddy area, because you know the thing about part 5, don't you, Bill?
Yeah, oh yeah. But for the viewers, why don't you explain it?
I'll explain it. Jason isn't in part 5. Jason is in part 5, but it's not Jason. Spoiler alert on a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah.
It's not Jason. Also, in part 1, it's not actually Jason either. And Jason Goes to Hell, it's not really Jason. I mean, he's in it for a minute at the beginning, and then he gets obliterated by the police or by the FBI. And then the coroner, you know the movie, Bill?
No.
The coroner, he's weighing his insides, and he gets to the heart, and then he decides to eat it. And then Jason's worm, you don't know it's a worm until the end, but his spirit goes into the coroner, and now that guy's Jason. And he goes and kills some people, and then he finds like I guess the bodies start to deteriorate. They need to find another Voorhees for it to continue. So they got to find another Voorhees to transfer Jason's spirit into a new body. So as the body deteriorates, now he's got to like vomit out this worm, and it goes into another body, and then that person becomes Jason. And then at the end, you get Jason back again for a minute, and there's actually a brief tease of Freddy at the end. His glove comes out of the ground and grabs Jason's mask and pulls it to hell. And that was the tease for Freddy versus Jason, but we didn't get it for like another 9 years or something like that, 9 or 10 years. They could never, it became like production hell. They can never get it. So anyway, that is the story of my Friday the 13th Jason Goes to Hell tape that I found today.
Is that the regular cover for it? The colors look, I don't recognize the colors on that cover.
Mm-hmm. I would say this isn't the first print. I'll tell you why right now. Because here's my print, and you probably won't be able to tell the difference by looking at it, but mine has that it raises up when you touch the worm. See, that's Jason right there.
Right.
On this side, it doesn't. So.
Wow. Well, so now what do you think? Still 300?
I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to put it up and sell it, though. I know that much. I mean, everything else seems to match up, but it isn't raised up. I did forget about that. So maybe it's a $75 tape. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever it is, it's going to be more than the $20 that I paid for that lot.
So when you came across that tape at Larry's garage.
Larry's, yes.
Are you putting it in the box at the same speed as all the other ones went in, or does it stumble you for a second where you do?
Nah. Dude, I'm a cool cat, dude. I just set it in there.
Same speed.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't throwing no tapes in there. When I was segregating tapes, I took the tapes out and I put them in the other box and I stacked them in there appropriately. And yeah, I made sure not to put anything on it that was going to tear up the wrap. That was for sure.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Good
anyway,
stuff. Today. You just got that stuff today.
Yeah.
And we're doing the show that night.
Well, that's how I roll. I knew I needed to have some stuff to bring to the show because I haven't really been buying a lot lately. I just been TikToking, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I've been
You
doing the last week. So I give you minute by minute updates sometimes. I know you love those.
He does. Yeah, he does. I'm like, does Duke get this too, or what?
Well, Duke doesn't have a TikTok. If Duke had a TikTok, I wouldn't do that to Duke. Nah, I wouldn't do it to Duke.
So
Just
you're just
you.
rubbing it in, is what you're saying.
I don't know. I was looking for a pat on the back for my good friend Bill.
As I give to you every time.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah,
And
I
some
like it.
stellar
You know what?
commentary.
I like how you did a little research and you got back to me like, screw TikTok. I found out that you can't get any of that money if you're in Canada. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, well, maybe you could use it to kind of promote the channel kind of thing. And you're like, yeah. And the next thing you know, oh, I got 7,000 views all of a sudden. Hey, let me upload some more videos. And that dopamine hit in, huh? You like a little bit of attention. Yeah.
And those videos tank. But it's so easy to post there. They did it right.
That's why it's so fun.
Yeah. They made it super easy. And then once you have that, it's super easy to put it on all the other services as well.
Yep.
So.
That is what I like. It's easy to share. If you want to save your video, all you do is click save and it'll save it to your phone with your name on it. So whenever you put it on another service, it's already there. If you want to cross promote or whatever, it's very smart, man. It's a smart thing.
It has great tools, which Chris is an expert at utilizing. For instance, when he was nailing these videos out there, I'm like, hey, since you already made the video, why not slap it on the Midnight is Flashing as a YouTube short? It'll take you no time. And expert Chris immediately, he is so good and tactful at this. He's like, or you could do it. You can just record it. You can record the
all you gotta do is click save video.
I'm like, you can't steal other people's videos. Sure enough, you can steal people's videos. And
they don't consider it stealing because you're sharing it.
Yeah,
it gives them credit. It leaves their name in it. So unless you edit it out, but you're going to miss the first few seconds of the video. So it's a smart thing. Like, it really is just about sharing the video, promoting the video. They're looking at content differently. It's really not about copyright and all that. It's just about sharing, I guess. I mean, it's a different way of looking at media. I find it fascinating. It's a different generation for sure. Different way to look at it. So I don't know. I might get bored with it, but right now it's scratching an itch.
No, it's doing good. And pretty soon he'll get the Midnight is Flashing branding on there and direct people directly to the YouTube channel. So
you know what? In my biggest video, somebody asked if I had a YouTube channel, and I told them. So it's right there in the comment section.
Well, there's also in TikTok videos you can put
right, yeah, you could do that. I know. The problem is you got to sign into it, and I was a little nervous.
Let's see, and
I was a little nervous because I wanted to put my Instagram on there, and then it's like sign into Instagram. I'm like, I don't know, TikTok.
That's right. I must have did that because it knows.
You did it, yeah. It asked for that, and I was like, I don't know. I'm a little protective over my Instagram. I that's a big journal for me, and I would hate to lose it. So I'm a little nervous because if TikTok ever got hacked, now you're giving up multiple sources. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm still a little nervous about being that it's based in China, a lot of their copyright issues, a lot of their privacy issues out of China. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to put too much information on the app.
Makes sense.
So I don't know. I could put the channel up if you want, but it's risky. It might not be. I don't know. A lot of people do it, so maybe it's not risky at all. I don't know.
Well, the sexy ladies too, they put their info in the song title. So I've heard. The song title scrolls along the bottom and it says they're OnlyFans,
Oh yeah, and they have links to their Cash App, and it's people know how to make money on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It is very well. Some people, there is problems with people getting reported for It depends on the style of your video. I feel like I'm in a spot where I'm not going to get attacked, hopefully, because I'm trying to put out just a positive, neutral thing. I'm just putting out videos. I'm not putting out political content. I'm not putting out things like that that are polarizing. But those polarizing channels, what ends up people, the way they fight back is like, let's say you have a liberal channel, you have a bunch of conservatives sending in community guidelines, citations or whatever, or vice versa. If you have a conservative channel, you got liberals doing that. And that's the way some of these bigger channels, they start to have problems. They get these community violations for bullying or putting out misinformation or whatever. And it's just, I don't know. I'm glad that's not my thing. And it might be a way to get a lot of subs and views, but I'm kind of, I keep that stuff kind of private. So I'm going to leave it that way.
Well, Planet of Tapes. Planet
of the Tapes. It's a take on the movie, Bill. Come on.
The Tapes.
Planet
Check that
of
out.
The Tapes. Yes.
Check that out. Well, thanks, Chris, for another great VHS collection show. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Want to give us a little tease of when the next retro nonsense podcast will be?
Yes, me and Duke, we're going to record Monday. And if all the stars align, we're recording Monday, and Duke has a very quick turnaround, so it'll probably be out before Thanksgiving.
Your Thanksgiving, which I guess is next week.
Wow, that's America's. That's the world's Thanksgiving, Bill. Okay.
Y'all think we know when your Thanksgiving is.
All right, Thursday of next week. It should be out before that. We're definitely shooting before the end of the month. I think he might have it out by the 25th. If not, it'll probably be out by the 26th or the 27th on that weekend. So,
cool.
We got a lazy weekend coming up. We're going to try to get it out for everybody.
Right.
We are doing it on, I think it's okay I think I even talked about last time. We're doing it on time traveling movies. So, or just time travel, the topic in general. And we're going to just discuss it and go over some movies that we picked out.
Yeah.
And talk about a couple things. We're going to do.
As long as you guys aren't ranking things, it'll be fine. It'll be great.
We might rank. We might do that, and we might tell you how your list is wrong, Bill.
Stay away from the rank.
You didn't even remember what the little thing was called on your favorite show. You still don't remember. Look at you trying to remember.
It was something simple. I remember that.
Look at you.
Yeah. Anyways, and don't forget, on Wednesday, the Collector's returns back at the other channel start to continue.
I will be there.
Hope to have a full panel. Right?
Well, hopefully. Curtis is on the fence because he's big time. That's Hollywood right there. They leave you hanging.
Look, we have the show on Wednesday to get at Curtis. And now,
it was screwing me out of episodes. And now, look, I'm here. Where's Curtis? Where are you at, Curtis?
Come on. Got to be there. Full panel on Wednesday. We're hoping for.
Put on your lifts, Curtis. Come on the show.
And then you guys will have your Thanksgiving, and apparently you just get a day off after that for bonus. And,
I get a whole week off. We know that.
Well, America.
Because we love America. We love turkey. We love football. All right. We love our mashed potatoes. We don't have poutine or poutine, whatever it's called.
You're missing out. That's
we had gravy, Bill. Real gravy.
I think we're good. We're losing Chris. He's starting to cough. He's sniffling.
Yeah, I know. I think this cough medicine is I think it's wearing off.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, hit the like button. Tell some people about the VHS show you watched and get them over here. We'll be back not next week, but the week after with more VHS tape.
Yep.
See you later.